Hey, welcome to OK Zoomer. I'm Isaac Escovedo, and I don't know about you, but I'm tired of listening to old people on TV tell me what to think, so I'm taking things into my own hands. Today, we're going to discuss capitalism. Capitalism is an economic and political system where trade is controlled by private owners for profit instead of by the state. If we just glance at it, this system sounds awesome. Whoever works hardest makes the most money, the customer has the most choices of items to buy, and the annoying government doesn't get in people's way. Great, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that in real life. America uses a capitalist system, and the problems with that are all around us. Let's start off with an easy example. Think of Amazon and how often you spend money at Amazon. They have the power to decide which items are sold on their platform and which aren't, and there isn't much we can do about it. Ultimately, you cannot change Amazon. Even if you stop paying them, there are millions more people giving them money every single day. And because of the way capitalism works, the government has a hard time stepping in. So if we can't control Amazon, and the government can't control Amazon, who controls Amazon? See, for the most part, Amazon controls Amazon. And that's a problem, because the primary goal of capitalism is to make as much money as possible. If big corporations aren't controlled by the people or the government, and their goal is to make as much money as possible, who's going to stop them from doing unethical things for profit? Unfortunately, no one is there to stop them, and big corporations take full advantage of this freedom. Amazon is famously anti-union. Their warehouse employees pull 12-hour workdays, walk 15 to 20 miles with few breaks, and are fired for even talking about unionization. Trying to squeeze profit doesn't stop with exploiting labor. Capitalism is the reason so many companies have moved their manufacturing operations overseas. It's cheaper to pay some woman in Vietnam 90 cents an hour to make Nikes than it is to pay an American $7.50. On top of unethical manufacturing and worker treatment, big corporations have huge influence in the government. In America's system, corporations can donate money to political candidates, and because of the way political action committees work, corporations can donate far more money to politicians than any one person can. Politicians can spend this money on advertising to win elections and stay in power, so it's in their best interest to listen to big corporations. Furthermore, senators are allowed to own stocks. This means that they can own a part of a company, pass laws that benefit that company, and in doing so, use their power to make themselves more money. Behavior like this is why in 2018, the 400 richest families in America paid a lower percentage of their income than the bottom 50%. That's fucking crazy. Now, in its most perfect form, capitalism is a meritocracy. Anyone can become a billionaire if they work hard enough, and that sounds great. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that in real life. If you're born after 1980, you are less likely to move up in class than your parents were. We have built a capitalist system that keeps the rich rich and prevents everyone else from achieving the American dream. So to sum it up, American capitalism takes advantage of unprotected workers, prevents people from making more money, and unfairly influences government policy. It's worth noting that there are very few evil capitalists who are focused on exploiting the poor, because that's not how businesses look at it. They have a choice between making a little money or a lot of money, and because no one is there to tell them not to, they choose to make a lot of money in less ethical ways. But anyway, let's come back to the question we started the video with. Is capitalism bad? Well, yes and no. Politics are never clear-cut. There are some elements of capitalism that are good, but America's current capitalist system is bad. It does more harm than good to the majority of the American people, and it needs to be changed. So how can we change such a huge, impenetrable system? It's not easy. We need to ban politicians from accepting corporate donations. We need to ban corporate lobbying, and we need to institute tax laws that the ultra-rich and massive companies can't wiggle out of. Making these changes is difficult, but if we vote for responsible politicians at every level, spend money at small businesses whenever we can, and raise awareness for these issues on social media and with our friends, we can create change. Our generation is going to become adults in a world that is on fire because the previous generations were too busy fucking up the economy to think ahead. And it's time for us to take a stand. Thank you for watching. As usual, all of the sources are in the description if you want to dig deeper on this topic. There's like books and books and books written on capitalism and on the evils of it and on the benefits of it. And there are so many sides to this issue that are worth exploring. If you're all interested, there's a bunch of great starter links down in the description. You can follow me on Twitter at FocusedIsaac, where I yell at politicians, and on Instagram at Isaac Escovedo, where I post conceited pictures and occasionally political memes. Besides that, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it and subscribe. If you hated this video, cuss me out in the comments. Go wild. I can take it. Thank you for watching.